Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. We're gonna go try and hunt down Krifta's abolitionist camp down here. It might be hard because we have to go all the way to Kochar, and then I'm really worried about some worms ganking us along the way. Oh, if you're new here and you like the video and you want to see more, you should subscribe to the channel as well. I would love to have more subscribers. But let's get underway here. I've been told to get more fighters. So we're gonna try upping our base people here. It's a lot of soldiers to maintain. But I want to try, like, 5 Outriders, 25... Oops, don't butcher him. What are you doing? I want to do 25 Fighters, 5 Outriders, and kind of see what that does for my combat output. I'm at 386, so that's pretty impressive. So now we're going to head out. The plan is to go to Vitrar and offload a bunch of the stuff that we bought in Avernum here. So off we go. We have 8 days worth of supplies. We should be able to get more in Vitrar because they have like special water there or something. Off we go, and now we're in danger of running into worms. They caught me last time around here, so want to be wary of that. Oh, make sure we're using our... Well, I guess we can't use it because we have to move 4 instead of 3. Now we can use it. Boost our movement speed a little. And now, what's the best way? It looks like Kochar is kind of like due west of here, so it almost looks like getting into Vitrar and then going around is the way to go. Let's march a little bit. We have... Our stats are all really high, so we can afford to do that. And now let's see here. Linen we can sell for a hefty sum here. Mushrooms, I believe, as well. Mushroom beer. And then copper. And then we're just kind of hanging on to this. Oh, you guys bought the obsidian blades? Absolutely. Here, take my bogweed. Okay, we're gonna hold on to the last mushroom beer we have here because the price dropped after selling 75 of them. How far away is Kochar? 4 to 5 days, and then beyond that is probably another 5 days. So, like, we need 10 days of supplies plus enough to get back to at least Kochar. I'm thinking maybe we just buy all of their supplies. We're at 14 days and the price never changed, so that's kind of a good deal, I think. Maybe. Exchange for news? Any of you guys going out west? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let us leave? No, let us not leave. Let us rest in the Manzio. Get some of our vigor back today. Exchange for more news, I guess. And then we'll head out into the desert. The question is, we have to go kind of south. It's like around this way and then down. I think that probably is the best way to go. Oh right, we do have to pay our people. Gorgoro, I gave you oil like somewhat recently. You shouldn't be that cranky at me. Okay, camping. These are long distances to travel over the desert. Alright, and we can see the village of Kochar at least, so we should get some insight for reaching the city. Now let's see here. What's the best way to go? I think it might be like down and around? Or maybe it's just straight over? Because if we go back up, we're going to end up at this one anyway. So let's see, 1, 4, 8. Whereas this is 7 and 11. And unless we go down That might also be an okay way to go, but I think I'll go... I'm at a loss here. Let's see here. This is 7, 8. 8, and probably like 6. 8, and then... Yeah, I think up is the way to go. So let's go up. And then let's send out our dudes to see if they can find some food. They did! Well done! And then we go up. I think it would be basically the same amount of time day-wise. It might be a little faster to go down, but I'm not really sure. The Comitatus approaches the village of Kochar, home to the eponymous tribe of wind-worshipping nomads. Under the palm trees and countless windmills, the white houses of the Sadirar sit under the cruel sun, whipped by the constant gales. Do you find them here? The many white and light blue banners flapping in the strong constant wind, as well as the laughter and singing in the village, betray that the Kochar are here, resting between journeys. Time to settle down with the Comitatus and pay them a visit. The tribe that dwells in Kochar does not seem to mind the never-ending windstorm that keeps beating on sandstone and people alike here. And why should they? The great wind spirit has blessed this place like no other, and they, its followers, are a persistent people. It is said that among the many white windmills and whistling totems, the gales whisper truths from distant places. So the Kochar know every visitor's heart before they set in their village. What kind of... Oh, you have lots of supplies. That's cool. Neat. You guys want mushroom beer? You do. Have it all. And it kind of looks like maybe dyes, maybe ivory. Let's just do a real quick check. Comparing a Vernum to Kochar. So dyes, not at all. And ivory, also not at all. So don't buy anything out here and expect to sell it back in Avernum. Exchange for news. Crystal and Avernum. We could take you back to Avernum when we're coming back the other way, but for now, we're gonna head southwest here and hunt down the abolitionists. Let's visit with the elders or whatever. You enter the confines of Kochar while the Comitatus camps outside. The village is remarkably spacious and open, having been built so that the desert winds can go freely, stirring the countless small windmills and white banners at all times. For this reason, Kochar is a dusty, windswept place, but the locals seem to like it so. Petition for an audience with the shamans? Let's trade with the villagers. Got medical supplies? Ooh, survival kit is something we can give to Eilani to make her, like, not mad. A wind talisman. Block? Is that what BLC is? Block? Impede resistance and initiative? It's 12 silver though. Maybe we'll hold off on that one. Petition for an audience with the shamans? The wind shamans of the Kochar tribe are an undisputed leaders of their people. Most of the travelers seek their favor, for they, like the element they worship, can reach faraway places and travel fast. The daily gathering of Kochar's most influential shamans can be attended by outsiders as well, so you enter the large open plaza surrounded by stone pillars where the meeting takes place. Inside it is drafty and surprisingly cool. The shamans sit and stand around the square, talking in hushed tones and listening to guests. After a lengthy discussion of what the wind spirit commands, you get the chance to address the shamans. We ask about the crazed winds? Ask about Ventulium is interesting. Ask about the crazed winds. You address the shamans and ask them what they know about the madness-inducing frantic winds. As the closest to the wind spirit, they should be experts when it comes to such phenomena. The shamans give each other knowing looks, then once the oldest nod their approval, they tell you what they know. It came from that accursed desert in the south, east from our lands. The one where wind spirits have been deranged, one of the more senior shamans explains. This sickness and anger that permeates the skies and the gales there then spread to neighboring lands and on until they stirred up mad winds almost everywhere. Places that were already in turmoil were hit the worst. The great ashen plains in the northeast, the black deserts where the rare winds claimed the souls of that or dare disturb its dead silence? The great whirlwind to the east. We consulted with the Kalrish nomads and the Ashmen exiles who also confirmed this. The Sadirar are still debating what to do, still looking into what made the winds go mad. But if you know more, please do tell us, Wanderer. Well, we don't know much more than you, other than what the Imperium told us, I guess. I was gonna say, we should ask them about Ventulium because we unlocked the secret of that place. We know of the place, the older shaman informs you. Despite its remoteness from our deserts, we consider it a holy site. For the wind spirits there sing the sad song of the wasteland for those who know what to listen to. You ask them if the Kochar carved the stone, to which she shakes her head. Unfortunately, we cannot take credit for it. We even ask the spirits of the wind there because they only reveal themselves in the form of music played by the spire. Whoever it was must have had a purpose, but we know not what. Tell them about the melodies you listen to. The Kochar shamans observe you with newfound respect after you tell them your stories. One of them steps in front of you and bows his head. We are not wholly honest with you, Wanderer. We shamans tend to go on pilgrimages to the stone at least once during our lives, and some of us have unlocked the secrets of the music you described. From that, and from what sadness the spirits convey, we believe that it is a dirge for the realms, or at least for an older, better age. The artist carved the stone spire and bound the winds to it with an unknown kind of magic. The scale and difficulty of such work make us believe that the creator was not mortal, but that is all we have unveiled. Hey, insight! Cool. I'm glad I talked to you guys about that. Oh, we should have asked them for a blessing. You are not yet touched by the wind spirit, so we must do a task. You tell the shamans you will take up the task. There is a murmur of approval that washes over the gathering hall. We know that it all started in the distant desert called the Singing Winds. 4 of our best shamans volunteered to go there, listen to the wind, commune with the spirits, and come back to us, whatever they can find out. You are to take them there, to the middle of the region. They will know what to do from there. The 4 shamans join your comitatus shortly after meeting with the shamans. You will have to travel far. To the center of the Singing Winds. Goodbye, shamans? Where on earth is that? Down here? Sure enough. It was close to where we were before with Tectum Kelvar, but we'll have to go to Caravan anyway, so they can just kind of hang out with us for now, I guess. Hopefully there's not like a time limit on it. But off we go into the desert. I see a green thing down there. Off we head to something oasis. The last oasis. Ah. Alright, rest. End of the day. Further into the desert. What on earth is this place? Fort Refugus? There's all sorts of crap out here in the desert that I didn't even know existed. Alright, let's get some more movement. I'm assuming this is the place we will fight them, but maybe down here instead. Let's rest. Send them out for food, maybe? Didn't work, but we weren't harmed in the process. Your crew grumbles, as always. There's no way to say whether this large oasis is indeed the westernmost one, but the tiny outpost of sandstone huts and ragged tents at its heart is certainly the last place to grant any kind of comfort so far west from the city of the Terra Supra. Palm trees sway gently in the warm desert wind, and their shades azure lakes stretch far and wide, a drop of green-blue in the endless yellow. Take a look around. Oh my god! You walk around the outpost takes you to the spacious area in the shade of tall palm trees that was set aside to be the statio, where your comitatus is also camped. You talk to the Sadirar who run the place, and they point you to one of the huts when you ask to see someone in charge. Once there, you announce yourself outside, and in a moment or two, a husky but feminine voice invites you inside. You duck in through the low doorway, and it takes your eyes a minute to adjust to the darkness. Welcome to the last oasis, traveler. The voice calls from the shadows, and you become aware of the scent of herbs and bogweed inside. I'm called Duzani. The people in the oasis are under my protection. The accent identifies the speaker as a Damahan, and then just as your eyes become accustomed to the twilight, she steps in front of you. Your host is revealed to be a woman with striking appearance. Tall, slender, handsome, dark-skinned, and a gaze that pierces the soul. Her headdress is a crest of colorful feathers, and she holds a quarterstaff heavy with tribal trinkets, carved to look like a snake. Once you introduce yourself and state your business, her stature relaxes some and she nods her head. You will find this place can be a sanctuary to those who respect its independence as well as the freedom of other travelers. She looks out the door. My magic prevents the recent sandworm invasion to spread here, but it should be also discourage anyone with ill intent. If you come to deal in rarities and curios, come to me. You will find everything else at our small market. If you'll excuse me, I have something to finish, but you can come back later and we can talk business. Respecting your wishes, you leave the hut for now. The handful of rotund sandstone huts and worn tents that make up the permanent camp people cheekily call an outpost sit beneath a thicket of palms beside the large lake. Several Sadirar are idling around the place, lazily going about their chores. Shalimi? Take a look at her wares? Ooh, a foraging lizard! A murky eye brooch? What does that do? Magic sense. Animals and miscellaneous? A greater luck talisman. Ooh, accuracy? Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Goodbye. What's going on in the... Looks like just lots of supplies. Let's go ahead and fill out our stuff. And then we should talk to... Oops, not Elani. Garrick here, and give him the Greater Luck Talisman. It was pretty devastating to fire off his gun and miss after like the two turn setup. So I think getting him set up with an accuracy boost is a smart way to go. Alright, so we can head out here. And where... So it's in here somewhere. Would it be Fort Refugus? Probably not. The Sunstriders camp? I'm looking for like a tiny little node that would be off on its own, and I'm not really seeing one. So I think we're just gonna have to wander around here. Maybe down here, perhaps? Let's rest. Maybe here? Not 100% sure, but it could be down there. I wonder if we shouldn't scout? Just check these out? What does that mean? Failed results? All results? I don't know what that means. I've never really done scouting, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, what if I go here? What does that mean? Nothing? It's rough not knowing where you're headed. So I don't think it'd be, like, maybe, is it all the way down here, perhaps? That could be. This might be one of those where I end up, like, having to reload periodically to try and find this place. Actually, I'm gonna pause the video while I'm looking around here so you guys don't watch me just wandering around the wasteland. Hold on just a second. And we're back. I found them. It was actually not very far from where I had gone, so that's my bad. Krifta returns from going ahead of the column and says that she has located what seems like the desert encampment of the Terath Sunstriders. It is a few miles from your current location. According to the bounty hunter, the camp is not very imposing, comprised mostly of sandstone huts and some bone barricades. The Comitatus could still avoid alerting the camp, but Krifta seems ready to take them on. Are you ready? Yes. You halt the Comitatus and follow Krifta on a meandering path among the dunes to take a look at the liberated tribe yourself. The camp of Terath Sunstriders sits between rocky outcroppings surrounded by fine yellow sand. The tribe seems not to care for defenses, which strikes you as odd since they are relatively out in the open. Return to the Comitatus and decide how you want to proceed. Oh, man. When you arrive back at the Comitatus, your Comis are already in arms and look fairly alarmed. They point upward, and you see that at what at first seem like birds circling above. As they descend, it becomes clear they are drakes, and riders in black armor sit upon their backs. Black dragon folk, Krifta says, clacks her beak angrily. The drakes land a couple of dunes away from the Comitatus, and their riders beckon you over. You and Krifta walk over to them under a peace banner and see they are indeed black dragon riders, clad in their signature dragon seal plate armor. Hail, travelers, one of them welcomes you. We have no right to poke our noses into your business, but you should know, the tribe over these hills, he points over his shoulder, are under our protection, so... He looks at his companion, and they chuckle before saying, off, you fuck. Ask them who they are. Tell them to fuck off in turn. Tell them that you're here to deliver justice. Tell them you are here on a job. The riders seem unimpressed by what you say, but before they reply, they look at each other. That is all it takes. Whoa, no! Krifta tears the bow off her shoulder and knocks an arrow, aims and shoots a serrated arrow all in one fluid move right into the eye of one of the drakes. It is a 1 in 1,000 shot, and it slays the creature instantly. The huge reptile begins thrashing in its death throes, crushes its rider, while the other drake leaps into the air, urged on by the dragon rider. Krifta looses an arrow after him, but she misses the moving target. Meanwhile, the rider begins to blow a horn repeatedly. You ask the bounty hunter if she is insane. They were going to scorch us, she yells with scampering towards the Comitatus. You should thank me for saving your ass. You rush after her and get to the Comitatus just in time to see the liberated slaves and a handful of black dragon riders come charging from the Sunstrider camp towards you. The drake returns as well, swooping down and breathing green flame on your crew. This is not going to be easy. Oh, man! Oh, no! Okay, I did not realize this was going to be as hard as it is. Oh, man. Defend the armed crew? Good lord. There's so many of them. Actions. Who are their leaders? It's this guy. Holy god! He's got, have they got high combat strength? Just these few? I think we gotta try to eliminate the leaders. This might go horribly for us. Ooh, boy. Makeshift barricade, perhaps? Gives us plus 2%. Instead of that, maybe we do shield wall? That does nothing. So, barricade it is. Ta-da! Alright, let's go, team! Good luck to all... Jesus, it's their whole crew. They don't have a ton of vitality, though. How much armor do you got? 2. Yikes. Okay, so Gorgoro, you're gonna be very important. So is Krifta. Also Ren. Nadir, please. Ren. Oh no. Are you kidding me? It's the thing where you can only do 3 companions. I forgot about this. Uh-oh. This is gonna go so badly. Alright, Krifta. Front line guy. Is this armor penetrating? It is. He blocked it for 2. I've been stabbed. Burn this man? His facial expression was priceless. Ah, man. Well, at least we took his armor down to 0. Alright, they are rotating around. I was wondering about that. I think we just want to focus fire the guy in the middle, because the dudes at the back are not going to be able to attack. Good job, crit for 5 is awesome. I heard a story that there is an item that makes your frontline people heal whenever they do damage. That seems like it would be very useful to find. I will probably do some research into this. Let's see what can be found. Oh no, you hit Krifta, you bastard! Alright, Gorgoro's taking a pounding. Finish this guy at the back off. Damn it. I said finish this guy at the back off. Just middleman, I guess. He did block. I guess front boy. Crit for 5 is great. Now Krifta, don't miss. God dang it. Kill this guy at least. Alright, one guy down. He's back to the front. Or they're just shifting around like madmen. Alright, put this fire thing on the ground. That should have been down from the get-go. Owie. Stop it. Ah, you buggers. It is a little annoying that it instantly skips your turn rather than allowing you to use aid, which I couldn't use anyway, so, you know, my bad. Alright, well, that could have gone way better. I gotta remember that I don't know if it's the elite battle or if it's all battles. Did we win? That went pretty rough. We lost 10 fighters. We did succeed. Oh, Lord. Cull their ranks, perhaps? And then the shield wall? Yeah, because with eliminate... Yeah, it's eliminate leaders, you can only deploy 3. So we should... Honestly, I think you should always do cull the ranks. Unless there's, like, a very specific person you're going after. But, Garrick, you're up, my man. Elani. And Harvick, you go over here. We can't throw Gorgoro or Kriefta out there. Alright, stab this idiot. Damn it. he withstood my attack. Kill him. Thank you. Woo! Alright, shoot a fool. Those guys are at the back. Maybe we don't attack them. So shoot this guy in the front, maybe. For 11 is awesome. You're a goddamn hero. He blocked it. I don't understand, but sure. Stab him for some bleed. Ow! Whoa! No. All right, he did take fire damage. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Elani, just start beating on these dudes in front. 1 damage is not bad. Ren, I need you to fire on the guy at the back who has armor. It's not doing any damage, so that's not good. Bleed this idiot, and then maybe burn him to death. He is still alive. Oh, there goes Harvick. Shifting around, good block. Alright, Garrick, reload your gun. Ren, go for a stab. Awesome. Elani, also a stab? That was good too. Harvick, jump forward. And just damage the guy in front. Incoming swing. Oh, nope, he just chose to get burned. Fire. Wow, I love the crit, man. Go for that guy. He's gone too. Well done, well done. You missed, sucker. Alright, Ren. The tricky thing is, I need to start damaging this guy, and he's got a ton of armor. So let's go for DOT. That's just gonna inflict bleed. Maybe not, because he blocked it. Reload your gun, my man. Go for the stab. I mean, kill the guy you can kill at the very least. He's got no armor. Ouch, he boned me. Just go for another bleed, I guess. Okay, we did apply bleed that time at least. Finish this guy. Garrick, please don't miss. 8 damage is awesome. And then go for the burn. Crit for 2. The block for 0 is frustrating, but we can only do so much. Yeah, the armor they have is just ruthless. Crit for 1 plus some more bleed. Ren's got to wait a turn. Hit him with the burn. Yes! Yes! Dead. Maybe we'll come out of this alive yet. Alright, we only lost 1 more fighter. Two outriders, though. I don't know who those people were. Why were the slaves damaged in the process? They've been disengaged? Do we pursue? I don't think we need to. Yeah. Let's just wait. Stand down. No need to fight them. Give them time. Heal up. Let's get as many of our fighters back as we can. We lost 12 dudes. Oh no. Well, at least the fight, we took 5 extra people plus some outriders, so you know, that was all the extra fighters we had. Holy crap. That was a probably the biggest battle I've been in so far. Once the slaves and dragon riders are defeated, the drakes begin to climb higher and higher. The drake begins to climb higher and higher, abandoning its allies on the ground. Its flame-breathing attacks have abated somewhat in the second half of the fight, but now it seems to be all out of dragon fire. Victory is yours. You corral the captives back to their camp that you secure. The handful of dragon agents perished during the fight or afterwards, at the hands of the liberated slaves. They tell you in Krifta that their camp was taken over by Kodmador agents and used to raid their targets. Mostly Imperial assets, but very often Sadirar too, if only to implicate others. Their leaders beg you to let them go. They promise not to raise arms against any other travelers, and only wish to leave in peace in separate groups. Krifta seems to have doubts about their innocence, but you can see that she is unsure about the fate these people deserve. This might be your chance to guide her choice again. Convince her to execute all of them. Propose to take them in as slaves. This should solve the problem. This one probably? She lost loyalty? Curse you for even suggesting that, the bounty hunter tells you angrily. Were they not used by others for long enough? I will not have it. You either slay them for being outlaws or let them go. Well, we're not allowed to let them go because she's not loyal. So, Gorgoro and Eilani lost loyalty. Everybody else gained loyalty. I'm not super surprised. Krifta agrees that the Sunstriders deserve such punishment. She spearheads the executions, which does not sit too well with your Komis, despite their fierce fight just a half hour ago. You have the crew gather the valuables, including the dragon steel bits and pieces from the fallen soldiers of the Black Brood and the dragon bone from the slain drake. They haul it back to the Comitatus. Holy God, we got so much stuff. Gorgoro and Eilani probably hate me right now. But alrighty. That wasn't too bad, and we still have full fighters to guard the camp. Oh no! Oops! Oh no! Okay, well I might need to try and fix that, because losing our frontline fighter is probably going to screw us for the rest of the game. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus the Riven Realms, click subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. I'm going to go save Gorgoro from himself, and we will pick up right back at the last oasis where we left off for next episode. So I hope to see you there. Hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye, everybody!